Hello, good day, and thank you for watching this video. I want to say a very big congratulations to Mayflower School upon turning 60. It's been 60 wonderful years for our great alma mater. All ex-Mays all over the world, all in-Mays who are still in Mayflower School, the staff, the students, every one of you, I want to say a very big congratulations. I am Fola Daniel Adelesi, student number 11763. I was lost property officer and then finally became senior prefect in 2002/2003. So let me quickly talk to you about some of the things that actually shaped my own life when I was a student in Mayflower, because Mayflower was like a life shaper for all of us. It was a preparatory ground for many of us. So the first one that I remember was the community gathering. It was an amazing time for us. Every Sunday morning, instead of going to church, we had community gathering and we were singing. We would sing songs like Aye Mbe Nibe, Aye Mbe Nibe, Omo Ogbon Ko Ma Bo Ni Mayflower Ko Wa Ba Wa Se Orere, things like that. And then I also like several other songs. Of course, every student must know knowledge is light, as ignorance is darkness, and therefore, so many other songs like that. But there's another one that, apart from the community gathering and the several speeches, I need to say that those speeches were very, very inspiring. In fact, many of the speeches that we heard on Sunday morning were the things that brought out the best in me. That was one of the ways that I discovered that I was supposed to be a professional public speaker or a motivational speaker. And today that's what I do for a living. Then the daily speeches that students were supposed to deliver on the assembly ground. I remember our SS3 students used to run away for these speeches, but they were fantastic opportunities and many of us didn't realize that. But a few of us took advantage of it, and you can imagine that today we do presentations in our various offices, we do presentations for our businesses, but we didn't know that they were preparing us for something or for such a time as this. Apart from the speeches on the assembly ground that students had to deliver, the the discussion group by Madam Sheila, that was very impactful. She would gather some of us together and she would talk to us about international events. She would talk about news, things happening in the United States, things happening in Russia, things happening in Japan, in China. She would bring international newspapers to us then in the junior school library, and we would all sit together and discuss these international things. She would ask us for our ideas. That was really amazing, and I'm saying a very big thank you to Madam Sheila for sparing her time to give us all those wonderful insights. There's one other thing that she does, or that she used to do. She would collect essays from young people, from students, whatever class you were in. She would ask us to write essays and she would correct our essays. I learned a lot from sending her essays. I remember the first article that I wrote when I was a student in GSS 1, and I sent it to Madam Sheila. She actually corrected it and told one of the typists in the office to type that article for me, and I was very impressed. And today I write thousands of articles on my site www.foladaniel.com. I have more than 1,300 articles on that site today. Many thanks to the very insightful or wonderful thing that Madam Sheila did for us with helping us to correct our essays. Then I remember contesting elections. I feel that contesting elections in Mayflower School was a great thing that the school authorities and the founders did for us. We didn't know that they were also preparing us for the bigger society. Election was fun. I remember how even students would try to run down other students just so that they can win the election. Then some other people will say, oh, this person is bedwetting, don't vote for him. This person is this. They said all sort of things about me too. They called me all sort of names just because they didn't want me to win the election, particularly becoming the senior prefect. But I mean, it was interesting. The most interesting part for me was that by the time I was handing over, I was as senior prefect, several other people came to me and they told me, look, we didn't want you to become the senior prefect. In fact, I was one of those who campaigned against you, but they are telling me that, okay, they enjoyed our set, they enjoyed how we led the set. So the opportunity to contest election was very amazing in Mayflower School. And of course, When I was senior prefect, I worked with 136 officers. Wow. Of course, Mayflower School at that time had more than 4,000 students and 100. I want to say a very big thank you to all the 136 officers that I worked with, in case they're actually watching right now. First, my assistant senior prefect, who is now late, Mr. Yusuf Alani. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. And our chief silence officer, Alexander Alabi, my senior prefect girl, Feintola Oduekun, the assistant senior prefect girl, Taiwo Olatui, and several of the other officers. In fact, I saw one of them recently, Aisha Mole, who was the chief silence officer girl. Several others. A big shout out to all the prefects that worked with me. And all our dedicated teachers. I must say a very big thank you. All our teachers were fantastic, fantastic. And the school principal in our own days, Mrs. Murafa, a big shout out to you wherever you are. I hope you get to see this video. More importantly, I want to say to all ex-mates, please keep the flag flying. I meet ex-mates everywhere I go, all over the world. Ex-mates are fantastic and we're doing a great job. So please keep the flag flying to all the ex-mates that have been pushing the name of the school out there. Again, I'd like to say a very big thank you to the founders of Mayflower School, Dr. Tai Shilari and Madam Sheila Shilari, for their selfless effort in creating an amazing school like that of Mayflower School. Thank you, and once again, a big congratulations to Mayflower on its 60th anniversary. Thank you.